What's good, everyone? So I'm back with another reading. I have the energy for it, so I was like, all right, let's do it while I'm here. If you're new to the channel, I am an intuitive tarot reader, therefore I read my tarot cards intuitively. And if you're already subscribed, welcome back. Okay, I finally ate. I feel better. Okay, I feel human. But yeah, as I was cooking, you know, I get downloads, I get thoughts, it's a human thing. I started thinking, like, what if my soulmate is like a woman or a dog or a plant or my sibling? Like, what if my soulmate, this title, is someone that I already met? Or if it is someone I haven't met, what if it's someone, there goes foresight, what if it's something I haven't thought of? You know what I'm saying? Like, why do I keep thinking that, again, the way I was raised, you know, monogamous, heterosexual relationship, like I've been in that box for so long, you know what I'm saying? And it's not to say like, oh, so are you bi-curious now? And it's just like, no, I'm just saying, I'm just thinking, I'm like, wow, like what if, you know, my bike is my soulmate? You know what I'm saying? Like, what if, because I've been so closed-minded or narrow-minded, I've been missing opportunities? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I really think about that. I'm just like, what if this belief system that I've been so stuck on has held me back from so many different things? Like, you know what I'm saying? So anyways, that's just what I was thinking when I was in the kitchen busting down. Okay, I had a bunch of bell peppers and jalapenos, and I was like, let me freeze these, chop them up. And I was like, this time I'm gonna wear my gloves, I'm gonna wear my masks, and make sure that, you know, and I still ended up coughing and sneezing, busting down those damn jalapenos. But anyways, yeah, I decided to freeze them because I was like, I'm not about to waste these. So yeah, I decided to freeze them. And I was just thinking, I was just like, man, this whole time, you know, me being closed off. And so, again, going back to thinking like, oh, people who are in, you know, polygamous relationships, again, my mind changes all the time. All right, at any given moment, my opinion changes, my perspective changes. And so it's like, what if these people know what they want and they get what they want, but people want us to hear and scrutinize them because it's not the same belief? And, you know, again, it all comes down to understanding someone or whatever it is that they're into. But like I said, like, who knows? Who knows? Nobody knows everything. Like, the wisest person knows that they don't know everything, okay? But anyways, we got Aries out here, foresight, travel, moving abroad. Like, who's to say, like, my soulmate ain't in fucking Africa or fucking, like, Belize or, I don't know, Antarctica or New Zealand? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who knows? I've been in California all my life. I'm 36, like, and you think that somehow, I don't know, I just go with the flow. But hey, maybe this is you or someone you know. Self-belief, choices, outcomes, hard work paying off, experiencing life. Okay, I went and checked my chart again. My chart is very organized. Like, it's very equal in signs and stuff like that. Pisces in the house, intuition. So yeah, I looked at my chart and my Saturn is in Capricorn, and I'm like, fuck me. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, karma. And you know, fucking Capricorn, ambitious, hardworking, you know, the goat. All right, always climbing, always reaching a new goal, new platform, atmosphere. Yeah, you get the point. And so I can be overly critical or so focused on the bag, so focused on the goal that you know, you become rigid. You become so stuck in your ways of doing a certain thing to get to a certain place or whatever that you miss opportunities, or, you know, but anyways. cooperative, dreamy, thoughtful, imaginative, psychic, someone interested in learning about emotional issues. Okie dokie. The Fool. We'll say Aquarius. It's time to embark on a brand new beginning. All right, your intuition may be telling you to like shake things up, travel, go somewhere else, go somewhere new. And more Pisces in the house. The Moon. Okay. I got this thing on cinematic, so it's just like, I'm like, whatever. 18, 018, 180. Okay. Intuition, something about your intuition. Taking a chance on your intuition, all right? Anxiety, fear, deception. There's something here like with the Moon. This is not seeing something for what it is. So again, if your vision is kind of distorted or you're seeing something a certain way and it's confusing you, again, like looking in the dark, this is a time to use your intuition if it is that you don't know which way to go. If something here seems deceptive, if something here seems a little like, I don't know if this is right or wrong, it's just like, trust your intuition, all right? Yeah, some subconscious insecurities, all right? If you have some sort of insecurities that are keeping you from like traveling or being free with movement or having a new beginning, it's like go back to your childhood intuition. Go back to listening to yourself, trusting yourself. The Five of Swords again, and I shuffled pretty well, okay? It's like if you're unhappy about something, or if you're only seeing something through the lens of like unhappiness, your intuition may be telling you to change something or to go somewhere else or try something new so that you can get yourself out of this gloom, out of this darkness, out of these insecurities, misconception, instability. Two more, please. Yoo-hoo, lover boy. If you've seen Roger Rabbit, okay. Who framed Roger Rabbit? Two more, please. Thank you. You know how like when the moon, like everywhere you go, the moon, like you can see the moon, where like, how do I say this? Like if you're ever driving in a car and you're looking outside at the moon, like it looks like it's like following you. Again, the deception of it. It's just like, are you following me or are you in the same spot? I don't know. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's kind of like if you're looking at a photo of someone and you kind of like look at their eyes and it's just like, are they really looking this way? Like again, it's a mirage. Eight of Wands, like Cinderella, when the clock struck 12, she knew that the Cinderella getup was all going to end up going back to what it was. Eight of Cups. There's something here about like trying to escape a reality. The moon under the moon. That's just trippy, okay? The moon under the moon. Pisces, again, something here about your intuition. You not being able to like decipher whether it's your intuition or it's just, you know, this, that, and the other, okay? 1818, 88. A lot of eights out here. What comes around goes around. Infinity. So like I said, there's something here about feeling like your time's running out, or someone's watching you, or like there's this subconscious insecurity that keeps you from seeking something, which is interesting. It's almost like guilt. That's what I'm getting. I feel like someone here is like, they feel guilty. Or ashamed of something. Almost like their secrets will come out, or some sort of subconscious insecurity will... What is this subconscious insecurity? I just feel like it's an insecurity. It's something from the past. It's something from your childhood. What is this Five of Swords? Like some sort of secret, like you don't want to, like, you know? I don't, that was a lot, but... It's like something here you're not seeing, or something here you're trying to run away from. I'm getting like, no matter where you go, it's like there. What is the song? I guess it would be like Michael Jackson, feeling like somebody's watching you. Why does it feel like somebody's watching me? And then now I'm hearing Anxiety by, not Doja Cat, Doji? I think that's her name. It's not, it's D-O-E-C-I-I. Like I said, give me a second. But yeah, I'm getting like, it's a fear that's keeping somebody like constantly running. It's a subconscious fear. It's some sort of anxiety. There's something here that you've either created, or something here that keeps haunting someone. What is haunting you? The Two of Cups. Damn. A little tongue in there. I don't know if there was a connection that like subconsciously like puts you in a position where you are afraid of having a new beginning. Yeah, I just feel like it's something like you're like constantly like watching out for, or feeling like someone's watching you. It's anxiety. Anything else for this Five of Swords? Aries again, the Emperor, April 18th, Four of Cups, and the Emperor. Someone here can be a weightlifter, bodybuilder, is that what you call it? This could also be a father. Yeah, I'm getting like someone here feeling like they're never good enough. Like no matter what they do, someone here is just like, I don't want that. I don't care for that. That's not good. That's not good. The Empress, damn. So we got Taurus, Libra in the house. April 3rd, March 4th, March 18th. Someone here is carrying some sort of weight from, like I said, their parents. So if you were raised around some sort of like screwed up like upbringing when it comes to your parents, it's left you feeling like that's what you're going to go through, or that's what you're worth, or that's like how your life is going to be as well, because that's what you've seen with these two. Because either one of your parents wasn't good enough for the other parent, you kind of accepted like, okay, well then that's what it's going to be. Like these two weren't good enough, or they weren't good enough for this person, vice versa. And so I'm kind of like, someone here has subconsciously accepted that that's what their future or their life is going to be when it comes to a connection, you know? So they don't step out, or they don't try nothing new, because it's almost like it's fated, or like this is what is aligned for their life, is like not being good enough because of this weight that they subconsciously carry. They've allowed this relationship to defeat them, or kind of write their life, if that makes sense. Like, that story has been subconsciously like written for you as well. Like you've accepted that story as your story. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what this looks like. Something about eggs, a lot of eggs. Stamps, Post-its, something French, 10 cents, or a stamp. Like I said, something here is stamped in somebody's subconscious. So like I said, if you've seen your parents, you know, this, that, and the other, you may think like you're not good enough when it comes to a connection. You think you're not deserving of love because that situation, it was a lot of weight between you two. It kind of looks Russian. Someone here can be Russian. Or again, these two rushed into a relationship, and so that's probably why someone here, you know, feels like they're not good enough, not even understanding that their relationship has nothing to do with what you're going to, you know, get. The Lovers underneath that. Hello. This definitely has to do with the way you see love, the way you see relationships, the way you see commitment. All right, Gemini in the house. So for example, like me, I'm still trying to learn and heal at the same time. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's a process to heal from relationships that you may have subconsciously sabotaged based off of your insecurities. You know what I'm saying? My insecurities. It's hard to also like I said, healing, and then trying to not allow the subconscious insecurities to keep repeating in all your relationships, whether that is platonic, romantic, whatever the case may be. In this case, someone here can't seem to, like I said, see love or a connection clearly. So going back to the Saturn return, someone here not knowing how to release themselves from this ideology, this imprinted, stamped idea of how things are supposed to be. Like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, going back to me, like I said, it's like healing and then learning. Trying to trust yourself with whatever it is that's coming to you. Doing a 180. So, like I said, well, not like I said, but what I'm going to say is, you know, watching my parents grow up, it was very dysfunctional. And so I know subconsciously I have definitely inherited or absorbed or allowed that to become an insecurity when it comes to any of my relationships. So again, it was very abusive. It was very dysfunctional. There was a lot that I've seen, a lot that I've dealt with, a lot that I've heard, a lot that I've experienced, a lot that I've it was a lot. And so unknowingly, I picked up a few habits based off of that I carry into relationships. And so I've been learning, okay, you do that because you learned that. Now I'm trying to heal myself to unlearn things so that I don't repeat the same thing and end up being like my parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? That right there in itself, it's not easy. If it was easy, everybody would be in relationships that were perfect, but not really. You know, how much time does one take to heal? Who knows? I'm still learning. I don't have the answers for that because, you know, everybody's upbringing is different. And so I look back at a lot of my relationships and, you know, none of them were perfect because, again, I'm not perfect, but I feel like a lot of people lean on that, oh, well, I'm not perfect and they're not perfect. So, you know, the perfect word, if we could just like toss that out, you know, but my expectations because of seeing that are so high because I refuse to repeat that it also, I'm still learning, like, me having high expectations because I don't want that is also sabotaging my relationships because I'm like, I'm not going to tolerate that. I'm not going to go through that. I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to do that. And it's just like, I've basically racked up this list of expectations and standards that are like almost ridiculous based off of that subconscious fear and insecurity that now I'm so scared that I'm not going to find anyone who can meet those expectations because they're almost unrealistic based off of the reality I had with that fuck shit. So I'm just like, double-edged sword, where I'm just like, you're damned if you settle, if you don't, you know, set your standards, and then you're damned if you know, can't meet anybody who can meet that. And it's just like the subconscious fear, like, no one's ever gonna be good enough. No one's ever gonna be good enough because, you know, I refuse to deal with that, and I'm not gonna, because I refuse to deal with that, nothing is really like meeting this. And it comes down to like, is this unrealistic? Is this why that didn't work? And it's just like, oh, goodness gracious. Oh, good golly, Miss Molly. Can we get some, how do you say, some advice for this situation? The advice. Okay. What's the advice here for this situation? But I do see somebody here like keeping an eye out on somebody here who's like, you see, like, you just like, what's wrong with you, girl? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, Like you got all dressed up just to be in your room? Like, well, what is going on here, ma'am? Advice, advice, advice. The 7, ooh, oh. Oh, shit. This, infidelity, you know? You may have seen, like, you know, your parents cheating on one another. You may have seen, like, oh, this person was, you know, sleeping with them, or they got caught cheating, or this person, like, you know, did this to that, and then, you know? I'm trying to get some advice. Give me 2 more, please. Again, they may have had an affair. They may have been cheating. You may have seen, like, a lot of shit. Like I said, like, I've seen a lot of shit where I was just like, I don't know who was in the wrong. I don't know why that happened. I don't know who. I don't, like, it just seems like again, you could be feeling like you're doomed. Like, it's just, like, not gonna happen for you. Like, give me a second. Give me 2 more, but this is supposed to be the advice. The advice, please. The advice. The advice. Woo, you're a hair phone. Like I said, it's a commitment. It's like, is there ever a relationship that doesn't have infidelity? Or, you know, someone running away with someone else? This is, yeah, messing with someone's self-esteem. They're, you know, self-esteem and their confidence. It's like the most well-respected person, the most built person, the most structured person, the most put together person could still be a stray cat. A stray, oh, let me go see what that's about. Like, it's just, it's hard to look past the idea of someone here who may come off as well put, still being someone here who could, like, deceive you. Like, again, your dad, or like again, flip the roles. If you're a masculine energy and you saw your mother being like a really, you know, respected woman or whatever, and they cheated, vice versa. If you're a woman who watched, you know, your father, like, be someone you, like, respected and had love for, and, like, had an affair, like, you kind of lose respect for, like, the dynamic of a relationship, and so it's fucking with you. It's fucking with you. Okay, and I'm talking to myself as well, because, you know what I'm saying, but it's like trying to have faith in humanity, trying to have faith in whatever you believe in, whatever you're wanting to commit with. It's just like, I don't know. I'm kind of speaking on my experiences and what I'm seeing right here, but it's just like, you know, like I said, we got Pisces, Aries, Libra, Taurus, 88, 18, Taurus, May 18th, May 3rd, May 4th, 3, 4, 5, March 18th, March 5th, March 4th, April 3rd, April 18th, April 5th. Extras, please, for this reading. Yeah, I'm getting the feeling of, like, not being wanted, or it makes you feel like you're not wanted. The letter M as in monkey, new perspective, playing around, hanging, upside down, zoo, 12, December, year of the monkey, hangman, Pisces. So, still hanging on to that memory, still hanging on to that thought, still hanging on to, what if this person decides to do me like the way my parents, the way I looked at them? Like, what if my life is gonna end up seeing that, or that's what is just gonna, like, it's trying to see this from a different perspective. All right, you are not that relationship. December 18th, December 3rd, December 4th, December 5th. Okay, the letter M, like I said. I believe the year of the monkey is 1992. So that means 12 years after that. 2004? 6? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, I think it's, 92, 2004, 2016. I could be wrong, but yeah, year of the monkey. Anyways, 2 more, please, for extras. Q as in queen. Take charge, royalty, and respect. You may not know that whoever, you know, you, like I said, like, for example, with my parents, like, there were 2 different people, and their circumstance was completely different. Like, this is something that wasn't planned. Their relationship was, they created that relationship. And, you know, it reflecting on me, or it becoming me allowing that to be my life, like, realistically, no. Someone, either one of them either didn't have respect for themselves and allowed things to happen the way they did, which again, it was just like that. Like, you know, it's hard once you're, you know, at a certain age where you just look at relationships based off of that all the time. It like creeps up on you. Like I said, it just creeps up. It just creeps up on you, where you're just like, I'm gonna have to walk away from this relationship, or I'm gonna have to, again, self-sabotaging commitments or situations based off of this fear that it's like running away before anything becomes too serious. Loose screw, one more time. It's like, am I crazy if I do it again? You're crazy if you know that you're going through something that you know isn't good. I hate using my parents as an example, but they're still married and they're both miserable. But it's because they both choose to be stubborn. They both choose not to change. You have an Aquarius and a Taurus. They're both fixed signs. They are stuck in their ways and they choose to do it like that. Why? You know, I don't know. I don't know why. I just know I gotta take charge of my life, and I know that I don't want to end up doing the same thing that they're doing, even though subconsciously I am doing the same thing that they're doing, but without getting married just because I got kids. Settling, cheating, I just, like, I've learned that if I'm not happy, or if I'm being cheated on, or if I'm like feeling some type of way, or if I'm unsure about whoever I'm dealing with, or if I get to a point where I'm, you know, becoming physical or verbally abusive, it's time to go. Like, I learned that through them. Like, I don't want to continue to be in something where I'm miserable, where I choose to, like, be stuck because I have to always be right, or it's crazy. It's crazy to, like, their example is allowing me to understand, like, if I keep putting up with things like that, that's exactly where I'm gonna head. Like, you know what I'm saying? Anyways, extras, please. But yeah, that's what it's looking like, you know? If you know it's not gonna work, like, just move on. but don't feel stuck, or don't feel like that relationship is your story. Escape home upside down with the monkey upside down and leave. Like, it sucks to know, like, they're both unhappy and they choose to just say, oh, whatever. Like, the paperwork says that we're married, but in real life, you can't stand me, I can't stand you, we're still under the same roof, and all your kids are grown. Like, you don't have to, but you know, it's, I don't know. At this point, there ain't no love. But I do think that there is love based on my dad, you know? So, last time, painted mural and disguise, going back to the disguise from Cinderella. Like, you know, it's like a limited slot of, like, you get this, like, this little window of, like, hope of, like, what a Cinderella story would be. And then all of a sudden, you're, like, snap back into reality, like, oh shit, yeah, my parents, yeah. People cheat, people ain't shit, people, you know, argue and they fight, and no relationship is perfect. Like, I'm never gonna have my happy ever after. Like, that's what this is, okay? Someone here could be painting a home, painting a mural, or disguising something at home. Getting help from family, parents' money, not theirs, and spoiled. Okay. That's interesting. I don't know if this is the last time somebody gets help from their family or parents. Someone here is pretending that they're spoiled, or like they have everything, but they really don't. This is something like I'm getting, like someone here getting a bunch of stuff from their parents. And this is also going back to the parents thing, like, you know, a dysfunctional marriage or whatever. And someone here just constantly like buying things or spoiling their child because there's something here going on that's not being addressed properly. Like I said, this is just giving me a dysfunctional, like, dynamic in the home or relationships, you know? I could be talking about myself, I don't know, but I'm not the only person. I'm not the only person who, you know, needs to understand that you carry subconscious insecurities based off of your upbringing. Whatever that looks like, okay? People gaslighting one another, people abusing one another, not understanding like what's okay, what's not okay, and then growing up and seeing like, oh, so what happened with me, or what happened in that relationship was something that happened in that relationship, so now I understand like what that feels like, what that's like, what to do, what not to do when it comes to that. At the end of the day, you're learning through those people that, you know, you were around the most. Again, your legal guardians, your step parents, whatever it is. That is an experience that you have to utilize as a tool when it comes to moving forward or trying something new. You know what I'm saying? So when I think about it, I'm like, I'm pretty sure when they met, I mean, I know their story, at least the story that they told me, okay? I'm pretty sure when they met, like, it wasn't in the right environment. I mean, they both probably met at a bar, like, under, you know, circumstances that left them inebriated or not in the right mind. And, you know, they're probably both stressed out or both, like, going through shit, and, like, just understanding, like, okay, so we know that if we want true love or, like, a solid foundation where not to be or meet someone. Otherwise, we know like what the consequences are of that. So we figure, okay, let's use that tool to move forward so that we don't mess up. Like I said, with the loose screw, we don't keep messing up every relationship or every situation because we know what not to do. So anyways, that has been the general reading. If it resonated, I'm glad I could help you, you know, think about this differently, or if you feel like, wow, okay, damn, I didn't see it that way. You already dealt with it, you're dealing with it now, or you will deal with it soon. Like, I hope this inspires you or encourages you to know, like, it's gonna be okay, okay? And if you're like, yeah, no, my parents weren't dysfunctional, they're perfect, like, you know, they never cheated on one another, I'm in a great marriage, or I'm in a great situation because, you know, I didn't allow other people's dysfunctional situations to affect me, then this reading was not for you. You can go on about your life, you can get off this video and go do what you do, okay? But yeah, thank you for liking, watching, subscribing, sharing, viewing, commenting, listening, donating, voting, all of that great stuff. Appreciate you. And I'll see y'all next time for another reading. Ta-ta.